Hey, me again. Today's cycling thought is saddle adjustment. Okay? What does that mean? I've read some stuff and actually seen some YouTube videos from guys who seem to be pretty knowledgeable who were just totally wrong on this, and that is moving your saddle back and forth on your seat post. You know, if you think your bike is too long, you don't slide this forward. If you think your bike is too short, you don't slide this back. That's not what you do. That's not why this is adjustable, okay? That's not why it's adjustable. The idea is you get this properly positioned so that your knees and your legs are in the proper position over your crank for optimal efficiency and comfort, okay? Keep in mind, if you're riding, you know, for an hour at 80 RPM, what's that like, 4,800 revolutions. So your knees, your ankles, and your hips are rotating each side 4,800 times in an hour. Do you really want them to be in the wrong position? Because you're attached to this bicycle. You know, your feet are locked into your pedals, your butt is locked into this, and you're just bzzz. You know, when I was young, I could take a lot of punishment. Now that I'm 59, not so much. My body doesn't like it. If my saddle moves back a little bit because it gets loose or something, my knees hurt. I get back, I look at that, it's like, oh, there's why my knees hurt, dumbass. Tighten your saddle up. Okay, so back to positioning your saddle. Okay, there's many ways to do this. One of the popular ones is knee over pedal. Get on your bike, have the pedal in the 3 o'clock position here. So your knee's going to come out. And then have a plumb bob, which is a fancy way of saying a string with something heavy on it. Put it on the front of your kneecap and run it straight down, and it should bisect the pedal axle. Now this is not hard and fast, okay? This gets you in the ballpark, and then you're going to have to play with it, you know, because everybody's different. Everybody likes different, you know, a little bit different positions and stuff, depending on, you know, how your body's built. But that puts you in the ballpark. Okay, now another hard one to get is saddle tilt. Up or down, up or down. You're getting sleepy. Your eyes are getting heavy, sorry. So how do you adjust that? You can see I use the odd looking SMP. You can't see that, can't you? Sure you can. Okay, I bought this saddle and it was the most horrible saddle. I sat on it and I said, well, I just wasted over $100 on this piece of crap. But I gave it a chance, okay, by adjusting the tilt. If the tilt's not right on this saddle, and pretty much on any, but really on this one, if the tilt's not right, you go from happy to really sad. So what I did is I got online and I found an app on my cell phone. Let me fire this up. It's called Saddle Adjust. Saddle Adjust. See the little, go away. See the saddle? And as it tilts, it won't do it with the phone in this position. But the little, there it goes, the green thing will move back and forth, and it will read out right there, if I can get it in there. You can see what the degree is, negative or positive. Okay, so how I do this is I get something flat. I use a piece of wood, a piece of flooring actually, and I lay it across the top of the saddle. And then I lay my phone on there. So I have the wood positioned from end to end. I put my phone on there, and that gives me my position, okay? And I write that down, and then I go for a ride. And if it sucks, when I come back, I get my phone out, I get my board out, I look at it and say, okay, I had too much pressure in the front, I need to drop the nose down, let's go down, you know, a few degrees, whatever. You can keep track on the phone app. Okay? Saddle Adjust. Works great. Always put your bike in the same spot. Okay? Why, you might ask? Because nothing's level in a house. Floors are not level. Okay? So if you put it in different places in your house, when you measure, it's going to be different. So I always put my bike in the same place. It's the same wall and stuff I use for when I measure stack and reach. That was another thought. I hope you watched it. So I put my bike in that spot so the level of the floor is the same, because we're just using the phone as a measurement to replicate. If you buy another bike, you can replicate your saddle tilt if you're using the same saddle, okay, which is awesome. Or you can, like I say with this example, is you're getting a new saddle and you're finding out where it's going to be good angle-wise. So awesome, awesome. One other thing before I go, one other saddle thought is when you're doing your, I'm going back to the knee over pedal thing, when you sit on a saddle, depending on the saddle, you sit in it in a different spot. Okay, so what I do is I take my sit bones and I kind of figure out where they're going to end up on a particular saddle. Like this saddle, say I was putting this saddle on in place of that one, I would try to put this so that my saddle position where my sit bones are contacting, so I can get my fore and aft in the ballpark before I have to resort to the knee over pedal with the plumb bob and all that crap. Okay, but I use the same saddle, so I don't have that problem. So anyway, saddle adjustment. There's my thought. Thanks for watching.